All right, are y'all ready for song number 2? I just practiced the hard bits several times over. I think I have them fixed or figured out. Yeah, I think we'll see how it goes. But we're sticking with the Disney theme today. Wasn't really planning it that way. This one was already on my list of songs I wanted to do at some point. So it just happened that I'm doing 2 songs from 2 different Disney movies in a row. Although several decades apart. This one is from the late 70s, I want to say. Excuse me. The Fox and the Hound. One of my favorites, although I don't watch it often because it always makes me like bawl, like ugly cry at the end. It's just so sad. Like, I get it, but it's still so sad. Well, not just that part. Also, when she like takes Todd into the forest and like leaves him there. I could never do it. Like, I know why she did and all that, but it hurts. It hurts me right here. I blame this movie for me always wanting to have a pet fox, and I'm never gonna have one, and that's sad. But people have them. They're probably like rescued foxes. But there's some really cute videos out there of foxes being like petted, and the way they trill, I guess is the best word. Like, they don't purr, but they definitely make a happy noise when you're like scratching their neck or their chest or something, and it's this adorable little trill kind of sound, and it's, oh my gosh, so cute. And foxes are just so cute. But yeah, this song has been a long time favorite ever since I was a kid, because it's pretty. It's really pretty. I mean, it's got some like sadness to it, some little bit of drama, some little bit of whatever, but it's got hope at the end, so we'll go with the happy part and the hopey part. Pardon me, and pretend that there's no problem in the middle, even though I'm gonna sing about it. Hold on. Whoa! Sorry, my music is falling. Need to secure it. Hey, stay. I'm literally like wedging it under my laptop keys. It's kind of funny. But it works. Okay, here we go. When you're the best of friends, having so much fun together, you're not even aware you're such a funny pair. You're the best of friends. Life's a happy game. You could clown around forever. Neither one of you sees your natural boundaries. Life's one happy game. If only the world wouldn't get in the way. If only people would just let you play. They say you're both being fools. You're breaking all the rules. Yeah, I need to practice a little more. But I mostly nailed them. Mostly. Yeah, this one I had to make some chord notations. They're not all new chords. In fact, I think only one of them is that A9. Yeah, and actually you can see I edited it. It looks like it has whiteout on it. I just digitally white it out. It wants you to play it like I think this with 3 fingers. But I realized just doing that sounds about the same. Or exactly the same. Maybe in some songs it would make enough of a difference that you really should do the 3rd finger, but in this one it didn't. So I was just like, screw that. I ain't playing that note. Because like otherwise I wouldn't have been able to play the song unless I had found another chord to go in that place. But that chord fits where it is. So yeah, but it only happens once. And then the B7 that's towards the end that I was like struggling to get to only happens once. But I have played that before. It's just coming off of what is it? So yeah. That's why I was looking. I was like, okay, I know if it's coming off of a D minor, and then I can do this, and then go back, and then back into where I was. And I underlined one in red instead of highlighting it, because there's a lot of E minor 7s, which are, it's these 2 strings, but you typically play it with these 2 fingers. But there is one E7, which is that plus this finger up here that way. So there's a noticeable difference between those 2. And in this case, it really did make a difference. You really need that 3rd finger to make it sound good. Oh, and also, that was the other reason I underlined it. Well, I highlighted the E7 just to point out, like, this is not an E minor 7, this is an E7. But I underlined that E minor 7 because it was a quick turnaround compared to the rest of the song. Say you're both being fools. Yeah, most phrases only have 2 chords, and that one had 3. So I was just like, I'm gonna forget that there's another chord in the middle of that if I don't do something. And I think I did still stumble at that point. But I got through it. I think I played them all. Yeah. So not a super hard song, but not, like, maybe it's an intermediate-ish. I don't know what to classify any of these as, because I'm not playing them with strummy strums and all of that garbage, or finger picking and all of that. I don't want to call it garbage. It sounds good, obviously, for people who can do it. But that's still not my focus. I don't know if it ever will be. It might not, and that's okay. I'm really having fun just playing this like a guitar. And like a basic acoustic guitar, not electric. That was a terrible impression of an electric guitar. Yeah, no, that's not what they sound like at all. But yeah, I'm just having fun playing it this way, so that's what I'm gonna keep doing. And this version I had to edit way down, because the version they had on that Ultimate Guitar tab, whatever it's called, I can never remember, y'all, had a lot more chords in it, like maybe twice as many. Like, it had a bunch of filler, like unnecessary, like why do you need this chords? And maybe for like super advanced either ukulele or guitar or whatever other instrument players, it would sound better if you did all of them. Excuse me, but I just, copy pasted into Google Docs, which is what I always do, and just was like, okay, I'm gonna take that out, take that out, take that out, change this, change this, change this. So yeah, I always make my own. But that one, it was set, when you create a tab on their site, it can I'm gonna forget all of the categories, but it can just be chords, or it can be specifically for guitar or ukulele. There might be one or two other options that I'm not thinking of, but this one was just chords. So I think I might take my new version that takes out a lot of that unnecessary garbage and add it as a ukulele version. And hopefully they won't be like, oh, this is just derivative of this other version, which is what they did with a different thing that I tried to do. But that one was a lot closer to the one I copied, whereas this one is a good bit different. So we'll see. I like contributing to the community when I can, so that the next person who comes along wanting to play this on ukulele, who isn't a master, can play it and sing it and have fun. But yeah, this song, it's just, it's so beautiful, and it's, you know, it's an old trope. It's kind of Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, like friends from different sides of the tracks, West Side Story, whatever, you know, a fox and a hound, you know, one's supposed to hunt the other. They're not supposed to be friends. And honestly, for the 70s even, this was, well, late 70s. That probably tracks. I'm thinking of like even interracial friendships for a long time were discouraged or looked down upon or whatever. Friendships, and more than that, like marriages. And I forget when biracial marriage became legal, but I know it was way too late, like way later than it should have been, is what I mean. But this song could apply to so many different types of friends, whether it's different races, different cultures, different socioeconomic backgrounds, like whatever. And in the end, they do remain friends, just from a distance. And it's mostly because of the dog's owner. Like, if it were up to the dog, they would have been friends forever. It's the freaking dog's owner that's a jerk and makes him go hunting. And I mean, at least he does spare the fox. He doesn't shoot him when he has the chance, because the dog stands in front of him. He's a good dog, good pupper. But yeah, so maybe the message is, don't let other people get in the way of your friendship. If they're teaching you to be violent towards your friend, maybe they're giving you bad advice. Just a thought. Yeah. Nobody should be violent towards any other people. Okay? Just violence is not the answer. And this was a fun Disney-filled afternoon, apparently. I'm having to do this in the afternoon now because it was only 60 degrees up here this morning. I think it got down into the 30s last night. There was frost on the pumpkin this morning. I know some members of my family will know what I'm talking about when I say that. I actually meant to put that on Twitter. Like, is this a Southernism or a familyism? Like, is this just something my family says, or is it a Southern thing? I don't know. But yeah, there was frost on the grass, so that's what you say. Anyway, so yeah, I did turn the heat on for a little bit and then turn my trusty little space heater on just to keep it at that temperature. And yeah. Why am I still here? I don't know. Oh, and look at my lovely sweatshirt. Y'all might see this a bunch this winter because it's like over a shirt. I want to show y'all my shirt. Hold on. I wear these funny shirts and then y'all don't get to see them. So this is a mashup of Transformers, like, okay, which finger am I using? Transformers, He-Man, that's the He-Man sword. We've got the Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters. Out of Time is the license plate from Back to the Future. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, there's the General Lee over here. 01 from I just lost the word. Dukes of Hazzard. Thank you. Thank you, whoever shouted it out to me. I heard you in the past. Am I missing anything else? Is that R2D2? Maybe not. This section kind of looks R2D2-ish, but I don't think it is. And I don't know if that truck is anything specific or if that's just what Optimus Prime's foot looks like. I don't recognize that truck. Or is it a van? Whatever it is, I don't recognize it. And sometimes I get shirts like that where it's like a mashup of several things I do recognize and a couple that I don't. So I just have to guess. And like there's something up here and I don't know what that's supposed to be. Whatevs. So yeah, y'all get to see my funny shirt. But this sweatshirt, it's nice and thin, so it's just an extra layer to keep me warm because it's so cold now. It's not so cold, but it's getting there. We're starting to have days. I think the high today was only in the 50s, like high 50s. That's not the norm yet. That's still like probably the first day we've had where it was only in the 50s this season, but it will get there again and stay there for a while later. Yeah, because I did have a also on top of this had a big warm fuzzy hoodie on, zip up hoodie, but I was able to take that off because of heat. But y'all might see this again because this is very comfy to wear over my t-shirts just to give me an extra little layer of warmth, so I don't have to turn the heat up. Or I try not to anyway. I'm trying to be energy conscious, y'all. I'm trying to be good for the environment. Whatever. But I'll show off. I'll try to remember to show off my shirts if I do have them covered up by this sweatshirt or another one or a jacket or whatever. Okay. Oh my god. See, it's 10 minutes later and I didn't even talk about what I was gonna talk about. I started talking about my sweater. Like, y'all don't care. Yes, you might. Stay in the rainbow. Good advice for everyone. Stay in the rainbow. I got this off of Walmart.com. I go there looking for He-Man figures and I end up buying clothing because that's what happens. I don't know, y'all. I don't even remember how I came across it. I have t-shirts now, like in several different colors. They were all on clearance. So I was just like, yes, please. And they had it like in my size. I have this color. This is the small. And then I had to get, I think, a medium in the darker gray one. So you might see another version that says the same thing on it. But yeah, they just didn't have that one in small. So I got a medium. And it's comfy too. I mean, even the small is baggy. So the medium's just a little more baggy. But yeah, so if you like rainbows and things that say stay in the rainbow, because that's just a good attitude to try to have right now. Like, stay in the rainbow. And in my mind, the rainbow is taking us towards the light at the end of the tunnel of COVID. That's where my rainbow's going right now. It's a long rainbow, but Rainbow Bright can make really long rainbows. Like, legit, they can go between planets. So, not a problem. This only has to take us into sometime next year, hopefully. So, yeah. Keep staying in that rainbow or on the rainbow. It could say stay on the rainbow. I'd be just as happy. Or stand in the rainbow. I don't know. There's so many variations I would be just as happy with. It almost looks like I don't know. It is a Y. Almost looks like a V. Stab in the rainbow. That doesn't work. Or I swear one time I thought it looked like an N. Or maybe I just had it in my head that I thought it said stand in the rainbow. It doesn't actually look like an N. With the A beside it, maybe, if your eyes do a weird trick. Ignore me. I'm... What time is it? That's why. It's almost dinner time, and Adam's probably like, where is she and what is she doing up there? Yeah, so I'm gonna go. Hello. Didn't have to refocus on me. That didn't. Anyway, It's the end of a day. And it wasn't like it was a hard day. It was, I mean, I did a good bit of work, but it wasn't hard. It was just time consuming. Yeah. So, to all of my friends, stay the best of friends. Right now, I'm just glad to be able to sing to all of my friends. So, I hope you like the song. And if you haven't seen The Fox and the Hound, it will probably make you cry, at least if you're an animal lover. But you should watch it. You should still watch it. It's really good. I don't think Disney Plus has messed with it. Anyway, yeah. After talking way too long, I'm gonna go now. Y'all have a rainbow day. Bye.